Hello, I write dark cartel romances as A.J. Adams, and today I'd like to talk about Rip, the hero of Dark Hunter, which is the fourth book in the series. The book starts off with a quote, one of Nietzsche's most famous. Nietzsche was interested in discussing power and personal empowerment. He was also very interested in morality, and the abyss and monsters are a frequent topic of conversation in his books. I'm interested in monsters too, which is why I created Rip. When we first meet Rip, he's still 17. It's the day before his 18th birthday. And up until then, he's been a fairly normal kid. He comes from an acting family. They've been acting for generations. They've been quite successful. And Rip follows in their footsteps. And at the age of 17, he's got his first actual acting job on the stage, and he's all proud. Unfortunately, his family at one point have collected a Picasso. And while he is on stage, somebody breaks into his home, steals the Picasso, and kills his entire family. So when we see Rip, this has just happened. And he is busy stalking and killing the last member of the crew that killed his family. And as he explains, he's in a lot of pain, he's devastated, he's lost everything. And he is preoccupied with righteous revenge. And this is the thing. Nietzsche was convinced that if you become fanatically obsessed with revenge or fear or a dark emotion, it would speak to the darkness within you and eventually take over. And this is the theme that I'm exploring in this book. In chapter 1, we see Rip kill the last man of the crew that killed his family. And he does it because revenge is the only thing that blots out the pain. But what we're actually seeing is the death of the boy, the death of the human. At the end of the first scene, Rip is effectively dead. He is no longer a human being, he's a monster. He's obsessed with revenge. Second time we see him, he's been living 10 years like that. The monster has completely taken over. And Rip has a problem. He can't pass for human anymore. In his travels, he's become obsessed with hunting criminals, and he's very, very good at it. But as he gets close to the various criminal gangs in Europe, the Mafia, the Camorra, the Bratva, they know there's something wrong with him. And although they themselves are fairly evil, they're bad guys, Rip gives them the creeps. They recognize that he's gone that one step further, that he is no longer human, and it's a problem for him. So, I won't tell you how he gets involved with the Zetas, because that would be a spoiler. But he does. So he ends up with the Zetas. And then, within days of starting off with them, Morgan turns up, literally brought up from the dark river and dumped in his garden. And the question then becomes, when you have a monster, when someone has been completely consumed by their darkness, can you bring them back? So, will Rip kill Morgan? Will she rescue him? It's a cartel romance, and it is a romance, but it's a dark romance. So read the book, tell me what you think, and tell me, do you think that you can rescue monsters, or do you think there's a point where it's too late? I'd be interested to know. Thank you very much. Bye.